Go Teat. Go Teat.
What is?
I guess I'll stop the screen share there. I was in the middle of that screen share, wasn't I? All righty. Let me make sure I got the Go Teat here also. All righty. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm done there. Peace and greetings to you all. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexham. How are you guys? Right? So you got my books all here behind me, right? Books on my left, right? We're on top of the printer that I brought over here. So I have two different, one was just like, I don't want to print blue for you.
Right.
Like, okay.
Break it up. Break it down.
I know, right? So it is what it is. So, however, though, peace and greetings to you all. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexham. Namaste. I'm here with my beloved and magnificent brothers in whom I'm well pleased, and they are.
Islam. I am Terrell Tamari Bey. How are you today? How art thou?
I am Brother Alim L. All is well.
Islam skis. This is great. Great. All righty, guys. We are here today for without further ado, guys, we already know what this is, man. It's been more than a year we've been doing this. We're in the second cycle of giving you guys our 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report. All righty. And let's just get right to my iBooks file here and show you guys what's going on, right? We'd like to welcome you all to our 7HealStar.com Astrology Firm's Astro Calendar, all right, for March, Aries 2022 to February, Pisces 2023. Time that never was when man was not quoting El-Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali, all right? And with that being said, guys, we are going to go to the moon cycle that has both the fire sign Aries, contemporarily ruled by Mars for the ram, and the earth sign Taurus, the bull, ruled by Venus. However, we're at the portion where we're now seeing that the sun is transiting tropically for us. The sun is transiting Taurus now as of the 19th. When it entered, there was the ingress on the 19th. All right, as you guys can see, and it was 24 minutes after the 2200 hour. All right, so 2200 hours, 24 minutes is where you guys see that occurring for the solar ingress for Taurus. However, guys, today, this is where we are right now. We are here at the 28th and the 30th. And for the 28th, we have Brother Terrell Tamari Bey giving his testimony for that heavy load of a transit of Mercury trine Pluto there.
You need a hand, brother?
Right. Woo, that's super. That's a whole lot. No, I'm kidding.
You need a hand?
I know, right? Maybe a round of applause for having such an easy aspect to kick it off with. No, I'm kidding, because it is a harmonious aspect there, right? And for the 29th, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, I will be doing that there, right? For my little 45-minute void of course, that as you can see will be happening also between 1738 and 1823. And then on the 30th and the 31st, as you can see, for the solar eclipse, Brother Sean Alim will be giving his diverse testimony for those three aspects there, having on the solar eclipse. And then we go into continuing this earth sign Taurus, the bull's transit for as far as the sun's transiting the earth sign Taurus, ruled by Venus. And we're going into the moon cycle that also has within it the air sign Gemini, dealing with the twins, all righty, contemporarily ruled by Mercury, all right? And moving forward there on that, actually, as you can see here, we're going into the first, right? And the first there Sunday is Brother Sean Alim L, of course, as he's completing his weekend there. Not weekend, because we're not weeking the end, but as you guys call it, the weekend. We like to call it Eloah Cassiel and Eloah Mikael. All righty, so that's Saturn day and Sunday. Then I for the second for Monday. All righty, that's me for the second. Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey. And Brother Terrell Tamari Bey for Tuesday. And Brother Sean Alim will close us out for Wednesday on the 4th. All righty, and we're going to get started. All righty, and get this on knocked out for you. Bring it on back here if. All righty. So let's get started, guys. I know I'm doing a freestyle Wednesday. I know Monday, guys, I had wrote down some notes to do my report that way and doing the handwriting. To the point when I was finished, I still wanted to complete some things. Today I'm doing Freestyle Wednesday and making sure I'm showing you guys that not only do we write our reports, and we can, but we can also do this thing off the top of our head with our 7HealStar numeric code delineation technique that we utilize so effortlessly. Anyone else Freestyle Wednesday in today along with me? Brother Sean Alim L.
Hello to my report. Yes.
And Brother Terrell Tamari Bay got his written today. So this is great. So you guys get to actually see, and I love the diversity that we show. Sometimes when I'm writing, Brother Terrell's like I'm freestyling. Sometimes Brother Sean's like, I got half and half. You know, sometimes I do half and half. But what we're doing is we're really exercising the gifts that we've been given ultimately in past lives, but also exercising them even further this lifetime also. Let me put my books right here. All right, good. Oh, table of houses. I'm so going to fall over, sir. I'm just going to go to the table and practice. You already know, bro. I'm just yay, table of houses, yay. Right? Got that Rosicrucian deal going on, right? Right? It's like, man, that's where some of the best books come from, you know, the keepers of the Moorish records, right? The Rosicrucians, right?
Yes, yeah, them
and the Mormons. The Mormons and the Rosicrucians, right? There's those two organizations are called. But yeah, man, I love like my Mother Rashida Bay. Shout out to Mother Rashida Bay. So y'all have a great seal. And I got my hands on this, you know what I mean? As you guys can see, the unto thee I grant, right? Some people are like, oh, Prophet Noble Drew Ali copied out of that. No, he didn't. He just knows who has the records, right? And what? Right?
He's copied out of the book. He's a plagiarist. He's a plagiarist.
Tibetan scrolls. All right, so let's get this going, guys. Rosy Cross, right? I'm not particularly a member. However, I have a lot of Rosicrucian literature and comprehend the principles. All righty, so let's continue, guys, and let's do what we do. I'm going to start my screen share on over here and starting us off, and we're commencing, as I said, commencing today. Brother Terrell, Tamari Bay. So let me get the screen share going. All righty, and I think I already have it set for the sunrise. So what I'll do next is actually put that there. All right, so shout out to you guys, and as far as you know, and shout out to our international astrology colleagues out there, our professional astrology colleagues out there, guys, as you're going to see and learn about us, right? And, you know, I know a lot of people out there, they try to get into different things and things of that nature. Guys, we're not into, you know, lower vibration things. So, you know, sometimes people may be upset that we are who we are, how we are, but your negative intentions and things like that, all that black magic stuff out there, guys, doesn't work. All right. It really doesn't. I mean, you're going to hurt yourself trying to figure out what our charts are and where placements and things are like that. Ooh, because the chart can be used against you. Guys, I'm telling you, we are the wrong ones. All righty, I'm serious. Do not hurt yourself thinking you're being slick with your astro magic in the background. I'm telling you guys, you'll find I don't want your hand to shrivel up before your eyes.
Oh, right? Man.
So make sure you're being kind, you know, and make sure you're, you know, allowing the universe to conspire in your favor honestly, you know, because that's how it is for us, because we're not liars. We don't lie pertaining to our nationality and birthright. So therefore, the universe conspires in our favor, where most magicians out there probably jealous, you know, and probably trying to figure out what it is that we're doing. What we're doing is we're honoring our ancient foremothers and forefathers, so our days may be on the earth land. So we don't have to go and find what spells to cast and things of that nature. It happens for us, and it makes you think that we're moving forces and standing over a cauldron. Double, toil and trouble. Fires burn and cauldrons bubble. That's not what we're doing, actually. So we're just being sincere. And for all of you magicians out there, if you're trying to figure out you're trying to figure out why it is that we're still flourishing for so long, and you're sitting there trying to cast spells that's not working. It's because we are who your books warned you about, right? So try to tell you guys, be sincere. That's what you got to be doing it for real. All righty, and I put that out there because I know you guys are watching. Hey guys, so good. No arrogance at all. You guys know. Look, my moon is trying to my sun waxing. It's a waxing Gibbous. So yeah, arrogance and ambition. That's all in your imagination. You're gonna have to deal with the deep-rooted hate within your heart. If you got hate in your heart, let it out. White power. No, anyway.
Hate ain't healthy. Shout out to Brother Benjamin.
I know, right? Haterade is bad for the kidneys. All right.
Oh my goodness.
So here we go.
That was so funny.
I know, right?
I had to walk away. I'm sorry.
I yield the floor to Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Islam.
Oh man, Islam. Oh man. Okay. All right. That was funny.
I'm about to sip my water. Go ahead.
Oh man. All right. So we're time traveling. I'm going to the 28th of April, right? 1442, 2022. Sunrise. We're looking at sunrise. Or sun conjunct the ascendant. 0616 minutes, 7 seconds to be exact. You can calculate that. You should do it, according to where you are, because this is, you're doing this near Baltimore. However, it may not be too far off if you're not, too far west. But yeah, look, just really, be victorious this day. You don't want to really overextend yourself. Just really rest and recharge, really. Like we always say, start your day with that beautiful music. That's essential. If you can get outside, definitely do that as well. To start your day, so to speak. Get some fresh air. But we only have one aspect that we're going to look at, and that is Mercury and Pluto. They're going to trine, right? We got Pluto in the 9th, right? And Mercury is in the 12th, right? Yeah, this is great. So this is like a fulfillment moment, or this is like we recognize what fulfills us, so to speak. There's a whole process that we're going through, so to speak, pertaining to the things that we have been giving our attention to or energy to, so to speak, whatever psychological or philosophical studies we have been into. They're basically coming to a full fist, so to speak, or you can finally nail the hammer in. It's like you really get what's happening with these things that you've been studying, or kind of formulating, so to speak. I wrote here, what I wrote though was what moves your spirit beyond sensual desires. So this is, like I said, recognition of fulfillment, because we're realizing what moves us beyond sensuality. So beyond just the fact that you can touch something, or the fact that you can grab it or see it. Those realities, just like we was really just saying before we got on, we were talking about things that's incomprehensible. There's some things that you just can't, you get it, you comprehend what it is. However, you don't need to try to get someone else to comprehend it, so to speak, because that's not that you give the message, or you plant the seed and then you move on. That's just how it goes. So that's what this moment kind of brings. It's a clarity with self and what needs to basically be rearranged within oneself. Yeah, so really just, like I said, don't do too much this day. Really, just really relax. Definitely read and just get back into your literature. Or if you're writing, put that literature to some, make it more practical or disciplined. Put some structure to it, rather than being bring the otherworldly concept for people who don't understand those type of things, or they don't grasp the fact that they're not their physical shell. Like, make that, you know, it's the ability to get that point across, you know, so to speak. Yeah. So, you know, just stay in your studies and, you know, stay disciplined. And with that, I will yield. Islam,
bro. Skidoski.
Indeed. All righty. Thursday, 29th. All right. Thursday, 29th. April 29th, that is. 29th April 2022, right? Actually, I don't want the sun trine the ascendant. I want the sun actually conjunct the ascendant. That's what I want. There we go. Sun conjunct the ascendant, still at 8-7. 8 degrees, 7 minutes. The sun is conjunct the ascendant of a solar ascendant conjunction there, termed sunrise. All right, it's happening at 0. Pardon me. 2 seconds. I hit the previous button. Boom shakalaka. There we go. 9 degrees, 5 minutes, actually. Is that not right? What are we doing here? Where's the sun? Okay, 9 degrees, 5 minutes. There we go. I stand corrected for the record. 600 hours, 14 minutes, and 53 seconds, actually. And seeing that there, guys, what you can actually see, we have a solar ascendant conjunction Venus in the 11th, of course, ruling over the sunrises that we're going over here. And Saturn in the 10th is ruling over Venus in her exaltation sign, just about good 41 minutes before her exaltation degree, 41 minutes pertaining to arc before her exaltation degree, which is 27 degrees. All right, so that's what we're seeing here for the 29th, as she's on her way to conjunct the higher benefic, as it's called, Jupiter, right? So the greater benefic, right? Jupiter, whereas Venus is the lesser benefic, as it's said in certain books. However, you know, and I get it, you know, a lot of people will credit certain people that were pertaining to here near the Maryland State Republic. There's a project back in the 90s called Project Hindsight. And to just set the record straight, when it comes to those members pertaining to Project Hindsight, the 3 Robs and Ellen Black and all of that, I comprehend history, and I comprehend a lot of our Albion sons and daughters were graced to be able to take our ancestors' memoirs. My ancestor, Brother Terrell's, you know, Brother Sean, I'm talking about, because when you really know the real history, these are our kinships, memoirs, our kindred's memoirs, so to speak. Our ancestors, let me say that, our ancestors' memoirs. Oh. And I think our Albion sons and daughters were graced enough to be able to have something like Project Hindsight to do some forms of translations the best they could. However, I am saying that, you know, those of us that are clear, like we are here at 7HealStar.com Astrology Firm, we are going to check behind your translations. We're going to check the original text as much as we can for ourselves, because we know that we're actually built biologically a little different than our Albion sons and daughters, who I'm going to say intended to do their best in doing these things. And thank you so much for what you've done and the work you've done. However, these are our ancestors' memoirs that you went to go translate, because when you really check the timeline, it was only copper tone beings existing 2 and 4th centuries BC, you know, 4th to 2th century B, you know, just so. I'm just saying that respectfully, be not offended. If you are offended, then blame your own thinking and social engineering that you're under. You should probably do your best to get rid of that hypnosis, because it's a burden on you, because it's having you not be able to accept the truth. So again, thank you to all the Albion sons and daughters that did the work in the 90s at Project Hindsight, the 3 Robs and Ellen. Thank you so much. However, this is what I am saying for the record. You were only a conduit to translate some things to help speed up the process of us ancients return, the ancient ones return, to be able to reclaim that which you guys think you're the authority on, and you're not, respectfully. And I thank my beloved Albion sons and daughters, and you're only our sons and daughters. And if you're unclear what I mean when I say Albion, I mean those that are born with pale skin. right? Those that will probably falsely call themselves white. We know that you're not white, just like people with copper tone skin are not black. All righty. We're clear on words, all righty, and terminologies. So I'm saying that to say thank you to my beloved Albion sons and daughters for your Project Hindsight thing. All righty, and keep up the great work.
You're gifted.
Yes, that was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome for us writing those things in previous lives for you to be able to translate for us.
We're given a gift. Gifts are great.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And if you can keep yourself from thinking we're being arrogant assholes right now, that would probably behoove you to do that. And it is best.
I would literally give you the best hug ever, whoever you are.
The three Robert Hand, Robert Zoller, and Robert Schmidt and Ellen Black. When you do the history or whatever, So shout out to all the Albion sons and daughters that are good astrologers. At least you may be good astrologers. And you did the research. However, you're not the authority. Those are our ancestors' memoirs. All righty. I'm pretty sure if we probably checked and really saw what Vidius Valens really looked like, I'm pretty sure he was some heavy copper tone Moor. Because really, once you go past about maybe 1,070 years, all you see is copper tone beings anyway. There were no pale skins in existence. I'm open for any challenges to that. You want to think you have some information to correct me, go right ahead. We are for peace and not destruction, and we speak not radically at home, in the streets, or wherever we do to give a service in exchange for our work that we do. And that's what I'm saying for the record clearly before I go into my testimonies for the 29th. I know that some things have to be put out there, early in the record, because some people have short attention spans and may not make it through all the way to the end. So being very considerate in that. I'm not saying you're a bunch of idiots and dumbasses. I'm just making sure that I cater to your possible maybe 8-second attention span, which is a second shorter than a goldfish's. All right. So with that being said, I trust we can do some more good here. I really do. Trust we can do some good. All right. So
challenges are great, man. Just be open to challenges every day when you come here. All right. It's not my head.
Absolutely. All right. So so Venus is there, Saturn's just like, hey, I'm going to bring this, me being, domicile and then having this, accidental dignity. Accidental dignity in the 10th. I'm just going to really be able to allow Venus to, make your moorings really just be full of what you actually need. I mean, some people are waking up in their moorings and they're just really probably not even really grabbing cups of coffee probably like they used to. They're probably just getting up and like, I just want to go outside. I want to open the window. If you got a balcony, they're probably going out in their robe on the balcony type energy. I will also say that you guys will be really looking and finding out what is the disciplinary value in astrology. And I really see that a lot of you guys are really going to be allowing yourselves to make some serious sudden changes in your heart to really bring about the fortune that you're seeing in your subconscious mind, to allow yourself to bring forth certain things that may have been painful in the past will be your professor and allow you to bring about some pleasures in how you relate to others. And that's just me analyzing your sunrise. So let's just move forward to the lunar Saturnian sextile that we have going on first. So lunar Saturnian sextile, and I promise I'll move fast on this. I'm not going to monologue any further. Lunar Saturnian sextile here. All righty, and and that is actually happening 16 minutes after 0900. So I'm cool with hitting the next button here. We should see 0900. Okay, so that's 15. All right. 15 minutes after 0900 and 23 seconds thereafter also. As we see, guys, we have a lunar Saturnian sextile here. Luna is at 24 degrees Aries, 11 minutes in the 11th house, and Saturn is at 24 degrees Aquarius, 11 minutes in the 9th. The 11th is third from the 9th, so we're really definitely doing our best here, guys. We got some heavy astrological communication and really bringing the essentials out and things that we really want to be able to secure ourselves and make sure that we're allowing certain insecurities possibly from the past, or maybe we were someone's stepchild and we've really felt like, at this point, we really need to probably communicate these things to those that may be like a stepfather or a stepmother, or maybe at this point when it comes to the stepfather and or maybe stepmother, actually there's some faded issue that's coming to the forefront, where to the point it might actually be you'll find out, hey, this guy is really my real dad and not my stepdad, or this stepdad guy who my stepdad is and my stepmom are really my uncle and my aunt. And the whole time, the people that I thought was like my cousins or whatever was really actually my real mom and dad. I think that's what you guys got coming to the forefront with this one here. Because it's definitely reflecting that South Node and Vertex in the 5th. Oh, it's really reflecting it. So that means when it comes to something about children and being the stepchild, I'm telling you that whatever that pain is with what mom and dad kind of maybe, innovatively kept, for later, and pour that knowledge out a little later. I really just see that there's something reflecting there in the faded relationships pertaining to the past. And, because we're going back. Look, see how I said back, even though that's not 19 degrees Aquarius right now in the spirit, I just thought going back, because 19 degrees in Leo and Aquarius is the back. And the Leo and Aquarius houses are 5th and 11th. So just seeing 19 degrees within the 5th house just makes me think we're going back along with the South Node. I wouldn't advise you guys always think like that. I just did something intuitive in this moment for this particular testimony. All right, so that's not the gospel end all be all. It's just pattern recognition flow that I'm using. All right, that I'm utilizing. All right, so with that being said, let's just now look at where this is happening. Of course, Saturn is ruling over its own house that it's dispositing for in the 9th. So Saturn is really pouring out the essentials, actually, when it comes to really structuring things, when some things that we may think are a result of foreign affairs. And with that foreign affairs, we want to be able to make sure that we localize that which we have in our subconscious mind. It may be something that's painful that we can learn from and really strengthen our hearts in the process and really allow ourselves to really make the sudden changes necessary. Of course, with Uranus in the 11th, also sharing that with the moon. That means that there's just this harmony and growth and opportunity to really allow ourselves to really find out you are the father. But however, what we'll do, I'm just saying what we'll do is we'll really actually have, it's going to be kind of like, it kind of got that family reunion type vibe. It'll be a dinner. It won't, maybe it may be some tears, but I don't think it's going to be harsh and mean, and no one's going to be throwing chairs and things. So that's kind of really what I'm seeing there, right?
The opposite of that is just so funny though. Like, it's like, wow. It's like,
yeah, right? I know, right?
It's wow.
It's a family reunion, right?
Wow.
No planets are below the horizon as this is happening. Nope. Maybe some points, Spirit, Vertex, South Node, even Lilith is still technically under the horizon. However, everything else, talking about actual, traditional, so-called planets, and then even the outer planets are all above the horizon. Alrighty, so that's why I said what's underground, what's hidden, something dealing with faded relationships from the past, and maybe even tied to the career and denial, all in the area of self. So I think this is going to be actually whoever the child is in this situation, you're going to actually witness the guilt that your mom and dad and those that cared for you have. And that's going to actually be like, you're going to be the one like, guys, don't be so hard on yourselves. I'm the one that didn't have you in my life. But I've grown to be able to comprehend it. It's okay, guys. And now you're going to find yourself being the one that's mature enough. It's going to be a trading of places, bro. It's going to be Othello flipping the chip. So that child in that moment, or children in that moment, are going to actually be the progenitors, because the inner children of those that were the ones that brought life to those that are seeking the inquiry to find out what's going on, they're going to be the ones that actually comfort those out of their guilt, so that they don't feel like they've abandoned those that are in search of knowing what happened as far as being the caring progenitor there for them. Man, I don't even know where all this energy is flowing from. I don't even know how I'm even saying it like that. But that's just what the intuition and the insight is that I am foreseeing. So utilizing and foreseeing. So with that being said, we have a lunar Plutonian quartile, right? Lunar Plutonian quartile. So here we go with the lunar Plutonian quartile here. Right? All righty, here's Lunar 28 degrees Aries, 36 minutes, and we have Pluto here in the 4th house at 28 degrees Capricorn, 36 minutes. Retrograde Pluto is at this moment. Let's not forget that also. All righty, so with that being said, so we have another Pluto retrograde going on, guys. All right, but this is a 7th house, 4th house type energy. 7th is 4th from the 4th. So what's going on with that vacation home, guys? You know, what is it about that vacation home that you're finding out some things about, right? And there's something very transformative. I even think too, maybe, you know, you guys are finding out there's a second family or something. And it's probably really tough on that, or maybe people are disclosing some things when it comes to the so-called second family. Obvious, and it's so interesting here how in the house dealing with children, Saturn is there still, right, in Aquarius, that is. However, in the second, second whole sign, house signs in terms of natural signs that it rules. So now, even moving the 4th from the 5th, Saturn is definitely bringing some transformative things. Like children are definitely bringing up some knowledge that they've poured out, maybe discovered, bringing it to mom and or dad, as they say, or the male and female progenitors. They're bringing it to the male and female progenitors. And it's really just bringing about a means for us to really just go in depth of some things that's really, they need to be brought to the surface and how to relate, because Pluto's underground, right? So there's some things that, may be secured and may have been kept underground to a point where, the essentials about it that have really structured the way people have been domiciled within their own home. Now we can bring some things 1, 2, 3, 4 to, above ground to show how we can really take away, the pain and utilize that, professed pain, or being able to use the wounded healing. Let that kind of serve us to be able to see how we can take our subconscious mind and allowing us to embrace this fated relationship. So our ego and personality can be at one with our subconscious mind, bringing that heart and subconscious mind together and how to relate, so that, when we're allowing our partnered energies within our loved ones' units, termed quote unquote families, when it comes to really bringing that which we may have seen value in, you're going to really find the hearts of the children come into the hearts of their progenitors. So the hearts of the progeny are coming to the hearts of their progenitors. Pardon me one moment. Peaceful greetings, Islam. Peaceful greetings, beloved mother. All is well. You're calling from the landline? All right, we're live now on the YouTube. I'll send you the link so you can see us live, but I answered just to see, because I normally don't see this number. So I figured there was something going on. That's why I answered. All right. That's okay. That's fine then. And all righty, Islam. All righty. I'll send you the link. We're live now on the YouTube. Yeah, I saw it. Mm-hmm. Islam. And I'll watch the class. I'll watch the class from yesterday or whatever. Yeah, because we had spoken briefly about it, but I know because I wasn't sure if you was going, because I know it was a so-called Zoom court meeting or whatever, which is all BS. But if you're attending that or whatever and all that, that's cool. But, all right. Oh, okay, cool. Because yeah, I already let her know too that we're going to be like live at this time. But I did go over her documents and read the documents that she had. I will say, yeah, I think she knows what she's saying, because once I read the documents and when I saw how she positioned her wording, it didn't just feel like what we were sharing with her. It really felt like she's putting it in her own words. Yeah, I know. She told me y'all been on the phone since like 5 and all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Islam. All right. All right, Islam, beloved mother. Peace and love. Shout out to the Oracle. All right, here we go. The Mother Oracle. All right, here we go, guys. All right, so let's continue. All right, so Luna squaring Pluto, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm just really seeing. Like even right there, just that phone call is kind of even. Oh, mother, right? And fourth from the fourth, or mother from the mother is seventh, right? How to bring things to the surface because there are some things underground, hidden, dealing with structures or limitations. And now it's going to restructure. I'm just, I can't make this up. And this is energy for the 29th, right? That's 2 days from now. All righty. And now I have a void of course moon for 45 minutes. So guys, for this 45 minutes, make no major transactions of any kind between 1738 and 1823 when, pardon me, I think, hold on. Though it's not 45 minutes, I was loud and wrong. Give me 2 seconds to correct that. It's actually
33.
No. On the 29th, it's 2 hours. I said 45 minutes because that's Mercury ingressing Gemini.
Okay.
Lunar ingress is Taurus at 2:19. So technically, that's another 22 minutes. 21:41, 2 hours and 41 minutes. That's a 7, right? 241. That's 2 hours and 41 minutes. So from 1738 to 2019, right? So the Luna goes void of course from 5:38 post meridian Eastern to 8:19 post meridian Eastern. Again, 1700 hours, 38 minutes. Luna goes void of course after making its last aspect quartile to Pluto, 90 degrees to Pluto. And then it ingresses Taurus at 2000 hours and 19 minutes thereafter, which is 2 hours and 41 minutes later. So for that 2 hour and 41 minute window, make no major transactions, guys. If you want to get anything, for yourself, make sure you transact for it probably in the 1600 hour. All right, well before the 1700 hour, give yourself that space and then make your transactions after about 2020. All right, 2000 hours and 20 minutes. All right, so now, however, my next aspect, while Luna is void of course, Mercury is entering its dominance by ingressing Gemini. All right, so it's ingressing Gemini. I'm going to hold that at the ingress there, right? 0 degrees. So we want to see when it's at 0 degrees, Gemini. Okay, so Mercury's, this is an 8th house ingression. Hey, Mercury, look at you today, right? So communication service, dealing with communicating that which is going to be inherited. So some communication service that communicates inheritance, right? Communication service that communicates inheritance, that sounds like astrology, right? So maybe you guys want to do your best in making sure you are allowing yourself to get your mirror sessions. For you Moorish American nationals out there that have not ventured through or actually gotten your AstroLiteracy sessions scheduled via 7HealStar.com. I will say this would be a great time to allow yourself to take advantage of this fated relationship with us so that you can go more towards your destiny here, right? North Node is sharing this 8th house situation with Vertex and Mercury. So really when it comes to your communication and thinking and though that fated relating that may actually be, good for you and lead you towards your destiny outside of your comfort zone when it comes to finances. This is where you can go and inherit that which you really need within inside yourself so that you can be able to find the values within yourself so it'll allow you to be able to relate to others. The 8th house is not just death and rebirth. The 8th house allows you to really find the values in the relationship, right? 7th house is relating to others. 8th house then is second to the 8th. So this is the values in how you relate to others. It doesn't have to just be opposite the gate of hell. 2nd house, gate of hell, right? That's how they call it in certain dispensations. We can also transmute this energy and seeing that we're actually finding some serious values in relating our destiny in fated relationships and how we communicate those things to others also. So really finding the values in what we're destined to do in fated relationships and valuing those and actually finding the beauty in it so that whatever we may communicate to the local community or others, there will be something that we've inherited that is our own, which won't seem like we're just saying anything out of our mouths or just finding any way to try to relate to people to gain some value in their hearts and minds. Or maybe you may come across some people that may do that. So maybe you can communicate to them that they do not have to try so hard. Islam, Venus in the 5th, ruling over that 8th house energy that's there. So Venus in the 5th is definitely just going to bring about, with her being ruled by Saturn in the 4th, You know, I'm going to say that with that being done there, Venus is just going to really allow herself to be able to bring the necessary judgments that are needed in order to make yourself at home with inside yourself. Now we have our lunar ingress into Taurus here, right? So lunar ingress is its exaltation sign, right? Lunar ingress is Taurus here. And with that being said, that is actually occurring, as you guys can see, at 2000 hours, 18 minutes, and 42 seconds. Lunar ingressing, Luna's exaltation degree is actually 3 degrees Taurus, but the sign Taurus is an exaltation sign. And I have a brother, Regulus Timesar Muhammad Bey, kind of lunar ingress here in Taurus in the 6th, right? The 6th house. So guys, we're really just, you know, I got you guys really doing, this is spring cleaning, home, value, service. This is spring cleaning here. So you guys are really going to allow yourselves to really turn on some music, dance while you're cleaning type energies, because you're really home, really entertaining. However, how you're doing that, see, it's funny, Uranus, I just saw, when I just saw it, I was thinking Uranus, but I saw broom, mop, and bucket. And I'm thinking, yeah, Aquarius does pour out the water. So yeah, you guys are definitely doing that. I got you guys doing this might even be car wash energy, quote unquote. Land conveyance being cleaned also. I know why. Why am I saying land conveyance? This has nothing to do with Mercury and traveling. Sort of, kind of it does, 6th house, right? And when you think in service, right, there are some services out there that uses land conveyances, delivery services, right? You know, restaurants, right? You know, a bigger restaurant would be the guy bringing your carryout order, right? That's he's a mobile waiter at that point. So what you guys can see here, you will be allowing yourselves to probably, it's so funny. I just saw somebody getting their land conveyance painted or wrapped, or some type of decal for their business. That just flashed across my head also. I think you guys will really be able to really allow yourself to really find some value and allow the things that will allow you to really secure future value, so to speak, quote unquote, future value. But you're planting a seed right now and making sure that the beauty in what it is that you do and provide a service, or someone providing you a service, may even impress you with how well structured they are with the detail in their design. Why would I say well structured in the detail in their design? Well, if we check this out, where's Mars? Hey, Mars in there in Pisces, being ruled by Saturn, right? Moon is usually opposite of Saturn in terms of rulership. However, I will say that the moon does bring about a quickness, because it is the fastest moving luminary from our perspective, and fastest moving celestial body, so to speak. And with that said, I'm just seeing that still brings about a certain structure within itself, because that means that you have this expectation in the motion pertaining to the moon, while in the sign pertaining to its exaltation, there's some serious value in one's subconscious mind, and really seeing how you can serve yourself and others. And then you'll actually see the beauty reflected in others that provide you a service, which will help you to amend the way that you do things and make sudden changes at your heart, at the core, pertaining to what it is that you do. And with that, I'm going to bring up the next solar ascendant conjunction term, sunrise, while I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Sean Alim, Islam.
Islam. All righty, we got the Saturn day. We got sunrise, Sol conjunct ascendant. I just say, like my awesome brother Jack said, just put you some good music on, ground yourself. When you rise in the early morning, and just ground yourself on whatever means that you find that fashionable to help you feel connected to yourself. And I will yield for the sunrise, or the sun conjunct ascendant. All right, check to see what we got. That's my first one. March 8th. We got what? We got the new moon. Man. All right, we got the sun and the moon conjunct or at oneness for Saturn Day, April 30th, 2022 at 1600 hours and 27 minutes, 54 seconds. And this is occurring in the 8th house for the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic area. And also in Taurus, wherever your charts are at.
Pardon me. I think I just hold on. I don't know what I just did. I think I hit something by mistake. Let's do.
Yeah, we're going in on the 8th house. So yeah, we got Sol.
2 seconds. I think I just made a mistake and hit the next aspect button. There we go. All right. Thank you for your patience, Brother Sean, and everyone. This love.
All righty. So for Sol, we got 5 to 8, So some creative joy transformation, and with Luna being an exalted sign, we've got 4 to 8. So just some, just some home and self values are getting, are being transformed here. Probably from, things have been up until this point for those who like to go by the, so-called January 1st New Year. Or, for the astrologers that go by the sun ingress Aries, we can really see, I just keep saying I'm getting like a new beginning, like everyone is going through this reset of values. So in this area, Baltimore Corporation, 8th house, there's this transformation when it comes to how do you share yourself? What makes you happy? What makes you comfortable? How can you transform that to the next level? How can you take your self-worth to the next level? What things need to be, ridden of to level up? This is what this energy is very strong. Of course, it's going to hit that fixed cross, right? So, when you look at your other houses, you can look how those will be affected as well, pertaining to Scorpio and Sagittarius, and it's being ruled by Mars, as is on an 8th house Aries cusp, and we've got Mars right there in the 5th and Pisces. So it's just transformation, huh?
Mars not 6.
Is it 6? Let's see.
Yeah.
Aries, Pisces. All right, 6. Oh, man. All right, so the 6th house. So this is organizing your transformation. If you have been reflecting, journaling, keeping track of your growth, this is a really great time to see that. And like I said before, to take that to the next level. And, maybe even there could be some people now reading literature, seeing it in a new light. They could also be talks at the workplace, that hasn't really happened. But as people are, finding out this information and they're wanting to get past their limiting beliefs of what they've come accustomed to, and now they're being challenged, well, not challenged, but presented with truth and clarity. So this is just, once again, a reset of your values so that you can transform yourself and your own frequency in your own way if you're ready for that growth. And I will yield for that testimony. For the new moon. Right. Check out Intuition Monday for our global testimonies on that.
Shalom.
Whoa. Brother Jag, if you do decide to order it careful, it will be like bitter to you.
A little bit, I tell you.
A couple sips, it'll be all right.
Yeah, bitter is good for you.
All right. So let's see what we got next. I think it was Venus conjunct Jupiter. Yes.
Yep, right here in the 6th.
Right.
Yes.
Man. See, I was overthinking like Jag and have some 6 houses and look at it.
Yeah.
See, I was pointing at you now, and I got two of them.
Back to back.
Got the 6 house placements back to back. We got Venus conjunct Jupiter. How about that? In an X Tolson degree? What? Don't you know about that? All right, here we go. Saturn day. We got the Venus and Jupiter conjunct in her exalted degree of Venus, right? So we got Venus, love, harmony, how we, what makes us comfortable, how we can connect with Jupiter, guru, the loving wisdom, loving wisdom expansion. This is in the 6th house. So with this conjunction, we can be looking at or expecting, let's see, Jupiter is a mutual reception with Mars, right? And Venus is up there. So we could really just be looking at service. When we think of 6th house, we think of service. So maybe there are people looking to get new pets, or maybe expand upon what they have for their pets, maybe some cat stands there, some, dog houses or a new leash. People can be even improving their workout routine, they've been, wanting to work out or watching others studying what they should do, and now they're ready to go. So now they have the, the drive for it. Now they have the proper, knowledge for the nourishment of, the mind and body. Also, with some, wisdom, that me and my awesome bros have been giving to the public, there's this clarity pertaining to truth that can now be found to rid away of all lower energies that makes one feel not like they're worthy or happy. So this is just now a new sense of usefulness with, loving expansion coming to the collective, and especially this Baltimore area here. And the 6th house cusp is being ruled by Jupiter. So it's really just expanding, but, to be able to expand, you have to, want to expand. You have to see that sometimes comfortability, it's great, and, it's great to be comfortable, but if, you want to go to that next level, what needs to be done for that, right? And it's not too far from Neptune as well. So this is just like some great dreams, just going after your dreams for this. And then we still got fortune and spirit right there on the ascendant. So yes, health, careers, this is all, I think, the energy we've all been looking for as a collective. So, just being open to receive, and whatever work you have put in, you shall receive from that. It could be a great harvest, could be, a very little harvest, whatever forms that is going to play out for you. And for that, I shall yield for Venus conjunct Jupiter. This is expansion of the cosmic love. Shout out to Brother Ray. All right, what we got next? Moon, Sextile, Lunar and Mars, right? All righty, we have Mars at 11 degrees, 59 minutes in the 4th house. We have Lunar in the 7th house, at the same degree, 11 degrees, 59 minutes, but in Taurus, still exalted. Mars is kind of not, they say in Pisces, it's okay, but 4th and 7th, so this here is, a harmonic opportunity to bring together, the home life with the partner. So people could maybe be looking to move in together, or in talks of how, they can not only better themselves, but better how they share with each other. Because we know that communication is highly important to, any kind of situation, communicating. Mars is the drive. So there's this drive to bring, not only structure to the home, but, the hopes and wishes one would see fit for the home. And now this is being shared to the partner, and also just among the public as well. So it's kind of this private public type thing, but it's just, this is really, man, getting grounded in what you know and what you really want, and just staying on course with, the higher road, which is Mars for the home. Once you get the home together, you're able to bring it to the public. But, home is also yourself. And let's see, we got Saturn and Venus. So we got Saturn rolling over the 4th. We got Venus rolling over the 7th. So, it's just some structure coming to the home by means of the internet or within groups, right? And then with Venus ruling over the 7th, this is just creative joy or maybe talks among, other mothers. And as my brother Hassan said earlier, with the children. So children and mothers are really giving game right now if you would like to listen, if you have the ear to listen. We have 2 ears, 1 mouth. So if you're always talking, you really can't listen to what you might need to hear. And for that, I will yield for Mars and Luna in the sextile. This is just some growth opportunity for love and partnerships, or to get your mothers together right with the sons. All right, I yield. And now we're going to keep rolling on, just keep rolling to Sunday, to the Sunday. All right, so we got the sun on ascendant, 11 degrees, 2 minutes, right, in Taurus. So just grounding yourself when you wake up, whether that by means of dancing, playing music, writing, however you feel is like, makes you grounded and connected to yourself, do that. And if you don't know, there's definitely the internet for that and very many practices. And I will yield and get into my first aspect. And we've got Venus sextiling Pluto. All right, Venus sextile Pluto. All righty, so we're at the lovely Sunday, May 1st, and we have Venus and the 11th house at 28 degrees, 36 minutes. Making that sextile with Pluto at 9, in the 9th house at 28 degrees, 36 minutes, Capricorn. All righty, so this is an ending of cycles, right? With Pluto here. He's ending any kind of foreign cycles, any ways to not connect to any kind of cross cultures. And it's also in the house of higher learning. And with Venus there being in the 11th, this is just a really great time, for groups and associations that have been working on things pertaining to law and religion, being able to connect all cultures universally by the 12 signs of the zodiac that is universal. Just some sharing information within the friend group. So, maybe I'm getting some disagreements, but disagreements are great for, that sextile energy, for that harmonic growth energy, the opportunity to transform and rise above the disagreements. And let's see, we got the 11th house. Could we remember about Saturn? And, with Pluto right there, really, conjuncting that midheaven as well, there can just be, a new changes in the career, maybe a goal that you had once been working hard on and thought was good, or now, being challenged to either be over to go after a new one, or as an opportunity to present itself to, elevate that opportunity on that goal or project that you're working on to take that to the next level. And Pluto is in that retrograde as well. So, not only are you looking, at the career within, but you have to transform the temple within. And for that, I will yield for Venus sextile Pluto. Get into my next one. We got Lunar square Saturn. Alrighty. We've got Luna in 24 degrees, 20 minutes. Taurus in the 7th house. And we got squaring Saturn there in 24 degrees, 20 minutes, Aquarius. So we've got Saturn still in the astrological area in Aquarius in the home. So, really great time, for, to teach the mothers and the children, about themselves, to start introducing them to astrology, to really start to structure their mindsets and how they think at the home, so that when it reflects, when they go out, to that 10th house energy, they have already laid the foundation for themselves and be able to handle themselves outside of the home. And with it squaring the moon, this is the opportunity to take those feelings of, opportunities of how can you change at the home, how can you better yourself. So now that this energy is now, not took it in an emotional kind of way, but in a rational way to improve oneself. So, Luna being in Taurus in the 7th, it's comfortability and with sharing, but Saturn here in the 4th is like, hey, let's yes, comfort is great. There's nothing wrong with comfortability, but on the other side of it, too much comfort is stagnation. So let's take, the knowledge that we learned from the internet. Let's take the structures and authority figures we see and learn from them, and let's now apply it to ourselves, whether that be in a partnership or, any kind of new contracts, even getting trust funds, getting that and, really understanding home government, self-government, and applying that into the contracts and within the group and friends, so that, all this energy about, things aren't really important to some, but there's a higher level to it now. There's this opening up the door that's like, hey, listen here, let's find ways to deal with this so that we can grow from it without being emotional with it. And I'll yield for that for Luna scoring Saturn. So this is just some emotional structure at the home and within partnerships. Let's see. Oh, we got my last one. We got Luna sextiling Neptune. All righty. Where we at with it? There we go. We've got Luna here still transiting Taurus, 24 degrees, 35 minutes in the 7th house. And then we've got Neptune at 24 degrees, 35 minutes. And the 5th. All righty. So we've got this is just, once again, another harmonic energy for, Luna. We could look at Luna as the mother. So we could be saying some comforting words, or comforting knowledge coming from mothers to, spark the dreams or the thought processes to, the children and any creativity. This is just the opportunity, to really be secure in yourself to go after your dreams and aspirations. Like, no dreams are too high. You're not dreaming it for no reason. And whether been keeping it to yourself, this could be expressed with that. Also Neptune rules music, so there could be some new music that you could be checking out. There could be some new people that you're meeting to share information with. There's just a real healing opportunity here. Opportunity to heal from the past dealings, past pains, past illusions that you thought were true, but now you're coming to find out that it wasn't true. And, just accepting that for what it is, right? And now you can really just nurture yourself with what is needed. So there could be those who, are in so-called relationships who could be looking to really have those deep, talks with each other. Or if you're meeting people, having these deep talks, because people are curious about, what is really going on. It could be more, videos about afterlife, or, just contracts. There's this harmonious time to, just dream higher. So, probably during this time, it's later on during the night, could be looking to rest early, or writing a journal before you go down to rest and recharge, or even, playing videos while you're resting and recharging to learn that as well, in whatever fashion. And for that, I will yield for Luna sextiling Neptune. Just values and dreams, it's long.
It's long. Thank you so much, beloved brother. And we have here for now for the second Monday. All righty, Monday, the 2nd May, 2022. All righty, 0300. Actually, let me change this one moment. Pardon me. At 0611 minutes thereafter and 13 seconds for the 2nd May, 2022 on Moon Day, we have the solar ascendant conjunction at 12 degrees even at Taurus. All righty, and just kind of give you a little brief on that, just real quick. Just want to touch on it. Let me crack open Encyclopedia of Astrology by Nicholas DeVorn. And let's see, what's the 12? I think we're in experimental scientist degrees here, guys. I think 10
12
to
degrees
12
Taurus.
degrees
I think
Taurus.
that is that. Yeah.
Yeah, 11 degrees. 11 degrees is experimental scientist. It's architecture for 10 to 12 degrees. All righty. 12 degrees exactly on Taurus is air pressure and gravitation, right? So I just got this image of people probably doing the like free flying stuff, you know, in the air chambers with the, you know, sugar glider suit on or whatever. And they're doing the, you know, the air tumbling flips and stuff in those air chambers. I kind of see that happening also as far as that's concerned. Maybe people are bouncy houses. I see that also. I got a feeling that people are going to be doing something as far as making sure maybe you guys did that this you know, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You guys had ordered some type of bouncy house of some sort, and now you guys are returning it. Or maybe someone is like, you know, starting their mobile arcade business, and what comes with the mobile arcade business is that bouncy house type thing. And I know you guys are like, how are you getting all this? I'm just giving you psychic impulses at this moment, the insight and intuition that I'm getting. Especially what's interesting though, Venus is still exalted. She's in Pisces. Jupiter is ruling over the 12th house here, right? So there's really just kind of like this awesomeness that's actually occurring. How the ascendant is at 12 even, 12th house is at 25 even. Neptune, Jupiter, Venus, Chiron, and part of fortune are all in the 12th house. So when it comes to you guys self-discipline, I'm telling you, you guys are going to feel that you're having an aha moment about some talent or gift that you can utilize to contribute to society. Isolation is definitely really bringing about that, you know, prize at the bottom of the cereal box kind of energy. All right. We have a lunar Jupiterian sextile here. Lunar Jupiterian sextile. All right. Lunar Jupiterian sextile. And that is actually occurring at 0300 hours and 19 minutes. So I hit the previous button here and hit next. All right, and that is at 0300 hours, 19 minutes, and 13 seconds. We have a lunar Jupiterian sextile. Luna and Jupiter are both partile at 28 degrees, 16 minutes, respectively, Taurus and Pisces, third and first houses. So we're really at home valuing our communication and the growth opportunity and really expanding the higher learning that we see that allows us to exercise our breath in a better fashion, that spirituality for ourselves, actually. And with that being, that is allowing us to really actively expand and instituting some things that really even help us also in our career, so to speak, or our status and endeavors in the public, as it's called the public. However, public is a military term. We're not military. So out there amongst all the other beloveds in the community, all righty, in the open community. All right, instead of your internal community, which is at your home or what people may term private. Again, though, we're not federal agents on federal land working within a federal trade zone. We are free Moorish American nationals, free-born Moorish American master Mason and astrologers, and are not to be made over again by any lodge, oath, or any foolishness and folly of the such. And I'm not making any negative assertions towards any organizations and or beings that may practice those aforementioned things. So with that being said, and moving forward, guys, we are really having this growth opportunity between how we're really seeing ourselves subconsciously in the way that we like to expand ourselves with the self-discipline, breath exercise, institutionalizing for ourselves. So when we do present ourselves into society, as it said, to the external collective, we are allowing ourselves to really find that means to really grow in how we relate to others in our local community. We have a lunar Plutonian trine next. Lunar Plutonian trine, right? And I'll set Venus's sextile for after that. Unless you want the remote, brother Terrell.
You just read my mind. See?
All right. I mean, I kind of heard it. I did hear it loud. So if you sent a telepathic message, I did. I actually heard it. Like it was audible. So that's why I was
loud.
like, unless you want the control. So yeah, I'll give you remote control. So all you got to do is hit next though after this. Did I just really stop the screen share? That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do remote control.
You did, sir. You did.
Right, and remote control there, and I will give you the control there, brother. I don't know what that was just now. And Terrell, there you go. Hit okay. What is happening here? Are you guys seeing me, hearing me? Are we still good here? Make sure you're here.
I can hear you.
2 seconds. Let's try this screen share one more again, Steve.
One looks like it was frozen in the middle.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, how are we looking now?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so it looks like we're here, where we want to be. And I know I have a Lunar Plutonian trine here. Look, Luna's here at 28 degrees, 36 minutes in Taurus, in the third house, still in the third. Pluto, right, is here in the 11th, right? So we're definitely communicating something to pour out the knowledge that, you know, when it comes to, you know, our early childhood development, we want to make sure that we're pouring out something that can really be gained by those children that may not be our children. However, it'll really allow them to internalize the transformations that will definitely restructure the way that they value how they bring themselves out to the external collective, the quote unquote outside of their home termed public, right? Even though we're not dealing with, again, military terminologies. All right. So with that being said, guys, you see Saturn is ruling from its joy, right? While it's dominant in Aquarius. So what Saturn is really going to allow to happen here is we're going to really be able to exercise out of us, right? Because this is the death and rebirth planet pertaining to Pluto. So things that could have been in negative spirit, you're going to actively find some fortunate things, right? Because both malefics, as they're called malefics, are in Saturn's joy, and Saturn is ruling over them as far as when it comes to self-discipline. So I really think that there are going to be some things that are really transformative. This is a force to make changes, kind of a dispositorship here that I see here, because you have no choice, because Saturn's in its joy in the value sign. It's in its value sign. If Saturn's self sign is Capricorn, its values sign is Aquarius. So Saturn's innovation here in its joy, it's going to innovatively bring its joy to the 11th house, where you're going to be able to transformatively gain within those things that you need. It's kind of like a spiritual puberty happening right here. All righty. So with that being said, you're coming more into the majority stages here, where you're going to be able to allow your subconscious mind to pull out the values of things that may have been, you know, not necessarily communicated to you in your early childhood development as far as the home, but may have been like recreation centers, schools, maybe even, you know, extracurricular activity counselors, coaches for like little league sports games or something like that, sports teams, so to speak. Just kind of putting that out there just to give it a real quick brief. And so Luna right here with Mercury actually ruling over the third house, Luna's going to really want to communicate the emotion more than actually speak it. And third house being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th to the 11th, and 11 actually being, if you want to just kind of look at it like this, 12, 11, 10, 9, 11 being 9th to the 3rd, and 3rd being 5th to the 11th. We really are going to be able to allow the children to find a means of dealing with conflict resolution in a healthy way. So set the example. Islam. All right, I yield, Brother Jack. You can hit next for the next time aspect. I'll get my hands free.
Oh, you gotta give me the
I didn't give you the control. So here we go. Remote. Reltamari Bay. All right.
Smoke control.
Islam.
Islam.
Alrighty, so where are we now? This is a Luna Venusian. Yeah, I guess that's all I'm waiting on. So yeah, you can click it. Yeah, where do I have it? 613. Yep, in a void of course here. Yep, this is my 33-minute. This is the last aspect Luna makes before going void of course for 33 minutes before ingressing Gemini there. And so we can see Venus is there really hugging the 12th house cusp. However, she is in the 12th at 0600 hours, 12 minutes and 40 seconds at this moment here. So you guys can see Luna is there in the first house, right? Luna's in the first house, 29 degrees. Pardon me. Yes, 29 degrees. Venus is at 29 degrees also. All right, so Venus is in this exaltation ruling over the first house. Looky, Astro Cookie. You're in your exaltation 12th from the house that you're ruling because Aries Libra axis is intercepted. Looky, Astro Cookie. So we're going to even say here that, you know, even when it comes to Venus is sharing dispositorship for the 6th house with Mercury, we are sincerely being able, guys, to really bring about, because even Venus in the 12th, you know, people say, oh, well, Venus wouldn't do so good in the 12th. Her, you know, her house is, you know, the 5th. However, that 12 energy corresponds to Venus. So for me, she has an accidental exaltation sort of kind of in the 12th house for me. You know, that's how I look at it, which I'm at liberty to do so. So really, when you're so Venus is really bringing some values out in your artful breathing. Your artful breathing is really going to allow yourself to really see how you are the bag, right? Chase you. Go within and chase you. Allow those things that seem to be pain teach you how to be able to bring about a greater status, a greater standing for yourself. So your ego and personality will really sense the values necessary for yourself to be able to handle yourself. And this is obviously 30 arc minutes after sunrise, right? Because we had sunrise at 12 degrees exactly, right? However, now it's the ascendant is at 12 degrees, 30 minutes. So this is just a 30 arc minutes after. Right? Because sunrise for that day is 6:11, right? So if that's the case, if sunrise is 6:11 and this aspect is taking place at 6:12:40, that just goes to show you guys how quickly these energies are manifesting themselves, especially early morning, right? Early in the morning, guys. So really make sure you're allowing yourselves to really allow the growth and opportunity between your subconscious mind and the way you value things. Allow that, you all. Allow that to shape you aright. You can really do it. You know, when you have this kind of aspect here, it's so easy to get spoiled with how it's seemingly, because it will almost come off like a trine because of Venus being in our exaltation. While Jupiter's, you know, ruling over it too there with her, along with, well, definitely Jupiter. I can see Neptune's there, you know, doing this thing in the 11th also. But I'm just really pointing it out. It can almost seem like too easy. So with whatever comes with this energy, guys, make sure you budget and save, so to speak. Make sure you ration out how you go about this energy. With that, I'm gonna yield the floor. We can get to my 33 minutes later after, you know, so for those 33 minutes, make no major transactions, guys. I know it's just right after sunrise. You know, you might be up on Amazon or eBay or something. So wait till after 0646 minutes. You can see at 0646 minutes and 20 seconds thereafter. We have Luna ingressing Gemini now, right after Mercury, which means obviously Luna and Mercury is going to be conjunct, which is my next aspect. However, Luna ingressing Mercury, yeah, guys, this is where people just want to just say how they feel without feeling how they feel. However, you guys are going to be able to, you know, pour out some things, because as I look at it, Venus technically is void of course. And with Venus being void, of course, ruling over the first house, guys, which I could have mentioned that last also. However, with Venus being void, of course, that means, guys, when it really comes to Venus's energies, she's not aspecting anyone. She's not being influenced nor exerting her influence on anyone. All right. Unless there's a house cusp at 29 degrees right now, which I'm not seeing. So Venus is that girl at the party with the pretty dress that no one's recognizing. When void, of course, that's any celestial body when void, of course, is not receiving nor projecting any influence. However, Venus is under the dispositorship of Jupiter while she's exalted. So there's still some dignity there. So she'll be able to really pour out a means for you guys to actually not be unrealistic with the value in you taking your time to analyze your subconscious mind and emotions. You might actually find out, this is so funny, I'm thinking this, a lot of people that may have thought they've been really spot on about something and not being there with supporting someone, you're going to find out that who you have been vehemently against is the beings that you have and should have been vehemently supporting. Goodness gracious, that's major. I yield the floor for my next aspect. I have Lunar conjunct Mercury at 5 minutes after the 1100 hour. So for the 2nd May, Moon Day, that is, 2nd May 2022 at 1100 hours, 4 minutes and 59 seconds to be exact. We have a Lunar Mercurial conjunction. All right, so that Lunar Mercurial conjunction is occurring exactly within the 11th house, being ruled by Venus, who's still, even though Venus is clearly, look at her in the 10th house, kicking it, just kicking it. Actually, it's the 9th house. She's in the 9th, which is really interesting too, being ruled by a Jupiter that's ruling over the 9th. That's really easy energy for Jupiter right now. So Jupiter is really giving Venus a pass and allowing the dispositorship for the 11th house. So we're really able to expand on some things, whereas like the value in astrology may not be as prominent as the institution pertaining to the astrology that sets the tone for the values to be actually instilled after really being acknowledged. So the acknowledgement pertaining to that will definitely occur when people will allow themselves to radically see what's needed as far as changes when pursuing their destiny and allowing themselves to communicate effectively within themselves to their subconscious mind that which is more important, and that is staying focused on the goal and not being emotional in decision making, so that one can be able to be a viable member in society, allowing oneself to be able to communicate some actual wealth of information, actually, that allows oneself status, so to speak, to really culminate to become one who is a wounded healer, one who may profess healing from one's own pains, right? Because there may be people out there that may want to hear what you've been through, right? And that is another Venus void, of course, because people will find beauty in pain. But the pain is not what you're immediately going through. It's not immediate pain that you're going through. It's actually more of a proverbial pain of thoughts, of memories, of maybe things that could quote unquote trigger you from traumatizing experiences. However, that's going to be utilized in a way where you hear someone else's seemingly traumatizing experience, and it helps you to absolve hurt within you, because now you're like, wow, that being went through that too. I had no idea someone else could relate, right? And lastly, for my final aspect for me, guys, because closing out will be Tuesday and Wednesday, Brother Terrell and Brother Sean. My last testimony that I'm giving out of my diverse testimonies is a Venusian ingress into Aries. So we have an Arian Venusian ingress. All right, Arian Venusian ingress, where, she does much better in Libra, so to speak, right? As it's said, in certain books. However, for me, myself, personally, I really look at this as a way to really value yourself and learn, right? Because Venus is ingressing Aries in the ninth house. Guys, it's no better time than to really value studying yourself, knowing yourself, loving yourself. But hold on. She does much better in Libra. She's not so great in the Aries. She's not as dominant. She's a little peregrine. Well, if you're going to look at the energies like that, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that's your responsibility of taking that energy that way. Where I'm really seeing we're having some really awesome values in relating to self, those higher learning things that we've always been infatuated with. How about this though? We can actually really exercise them now with this energy, because the beauty of Venus in Aries is being able to reflect on self. And now you can do it with the measuring tape that is some erudite literature. And with that, I trust we can heal, and I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Day Islam. Oh, you got it. My bad. I ain't grabbed the controller. Go ahead. You got it.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Do your thing.
All right.
I'm going to move on to the 2nd of May. Or the 3rd of May. I'm sorry. Absolutely. I apologize. I'm not sorry. 3rd of May, Tuesday, 1442, 2022. Looking at the sun conjunct the ascendant, or the sunrise, twilight, native twilight, something like that. But you want to just start your day, do something active, get active, remove things that need to be removed, deal with yourself productively, right? We can move on to the first aspect, which will be Mercury and Pluto. They're trined up.
Hold on, we're on a 3rd, right? Where'd bro go? We all still here?
Muted. Bear with me. You're the 3rd. You're here. 3rd.
Lunar Martian Quartile? Am I reading that right for the 3rd?
No. We doing Mercury. What am I doing? What I got?
Lunar Martian Quartile for the 3rd?
Yes, that is exactly what it is. Yeah. So what we got? Moon in the 12th, Mars in the 9th. Okay, yeah. Right. Yeah, so this is just pacing yourself really here. You're controlling your anger. There can be some disputes or disagreements, with relatives, close friends. So definitely just be mindful pertaining to how you communicate and how you let your anger, dictate how you are communicating. But what I really delineated was this is like that glance at gratitude. You're really recognizing and connecting to your consanguinity and what has been placed before you, the things that you have at your disposal, or that we have at our disposal. It's like, this is the time that we get it. And like I said, we're not debating or going through disagreements with people who just want to basically cause confusion for their own beneficial gain, or based on egotistical, mind-driven control doctrines, so to speak, just that they're making up, in their mind. And this can be, like we said, definitely pertaining to some relative conversation, or someone close to you, dear to your heart, because we got the moon in Gemini, so we're talking about brothers and sisters, but the moon's there too, so it could be mother alone, specifically. However, we're dealing with Mars, so Mars is the courageous one, so someone's going to stand up. But who's the one standing up is more than likely going to be the one who actually studies, rather than the one who just know how, who's witty. The wit isn't going to really defeat a scholar. Someone who actually studies. Anyone can say words and sound intelligent. Anyone can read a book, but to comprehend what you're reading and to apply it to your life, 2 different ball games, right? So this moment is what we're dealing with. We can see it clearly. So yeah, that's connecting to your consanguinity and acknowledging our lower self, so we can consciously make proper decisions, right? That's pretty much what's happening. Oh.
You there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. We go, bro. And then we're gonna move on. We got one more aspect, right? But yeah, with this though, we're really uncovering what's hitting though, for sure. Within ourselves and within whom we're closest to, and or things that we may be indulged in, like where our values may be invested, so to speak. Right? We're really unlocking the philosophical gems that has been placed upon us, and we're seeing who's utilizing those gems for their own beneficial good or egotistical good rather than for the collective at large. That's definitely happening. But yeah, Jupiter sextile Pluto. Yeah. Jupiter in the 5th, Pluto in the 3rd. Look at that. Back to the relatives. Back to home. Saturn. It's like, we're gonna put this nail in the coffin. Forced to make changes, like you said earlier, bro. For real. That's that last aspect with the moon square Mars, forced to make changes. Finding ways to communicate more effectively.
Yeah, Jupiter's the dispositor for this aspect too, on full scale. Pisces, Sag.
Islam.
Yeah, I yield.
And Mercury's super strong too. This is self-care here. This is the self-care moment. Not overindulging, but indulging in exactly what it is that you enjoy. So I will probably be going bowling this day. I've been saying that for like 6 moon cycles now.
Yeah.
So it's just doing something that you like to do. It's really just it's different. Like, I don't go bowling, but you can't beat me in bowling. You know what I mean? I like that, right? Just something to compete in. You know what I mean? Something to say like, oh yeah, whatever. Just doing something that you enjoy, but making it a challenge at the same time. Make it competitive. Like take the family or the kin. Let's say who's gonna get, what's it called, a turkey? Yeah, whoever gets a turkey gets, I don't know, whatever. But we're just doing something unique and different, so we can bring out like the way we relate as as a whole, as we are as as blood. So yeah, like instead of doing something usual like going bowling, how about like create a game instead of playing one, so to speak. Like that can happen. There can be some formulating and just making something about the cards maybe, and then someone pulls a card and I don't know, something that could be very unique and uplifting for the whole environment at that moment. So get creative, indulge in being a child again. Stop taking things so seriously, so to speak. This is that moment. It's just like let your hair down. We would take the fez off. Right, we would just relax and probably take a bath if you like baths. Take a shower, clean your body. You're really just cleansing your energy from things that needs to be removed, so you can further expand your creativity and mental stability. And with that, I yield the floor to Sean Alim L. You have the floor, sir. Islam.
For the truth, indeed, I would just, get on with my stage and defeat degree. Now, all right, let's see what we got. Solar conjunct the ascendant, just sunrise, just get your grounding on. get your grounding on, get your, morning routine on, and I will yield, and we'll get into the first aspect. I need to clean the screen. All right. What was getting out? And I think that was Luna trine. Was it?
Yes, you have a lunar, Saturnian trine.
Yeah. So if you go back to, let's see, that was Sunday when Luna was squaring Saturn. Now you're in a harmonic growth opportunity from now those, whatever structures that you made to your emotional subconscious. So now we've got the moon at 24 degrees, 27 minutes Gemini in the first, and then we've got Saturn and the 10th house and 24 degrees, 27 minutes Aquarius. So this is just now a, harmonic time to, whether you want to go lay out in the grass, sit in your conveyance, listen to some music. This is just a good time for whatever intellect ways that you can connect with yourself. To structure that also, it could be saying some improvements people are making to themselves to, benefit their career, or, just conversations about some long-term goals going on with maybe, yourself and those who you deem as authority outside of, well, really not outside of yourself, because we're all our own authority, but, just having those talks and those conversations. I'm seeing travel, travel opportunities are really good right now with this harmonious energy, especially for, pertaining to the career. So people could probably be, traveling for jobs right now, or getting the opportunity to go travel for jobs, or, some experiences for that with this lunar Saturn trine. So I'm going to yield, but yeah, as long as you took what I said from Sunday, when Luna was squaring Saturn, so now you took those opportunities to now get whatever frustrates you or whatever is limiting you, and now you can reap of transmuting that energy to this now trine energy. And I will yield for Luna trining Saturn. All right, what we got next? We got Luna square Neptune. All righty, so now we're coming from the growth opportunity that I said earlier with Luna and Neptune. So now we have Luna at 24 degrees, 39 minutes, and Gemini, and Neptune at 24 degrees, 39 minutes, Pisces in the 10th. So now whatever comforts was done previously, back when that sextile was going on, now there's an opportunity to grow and uplift oneself, on how you think, how do you view yourself? And also with, whatever dreams and aspirations that we have for ourselves and that we would like to see for the world, or standing before the world.
Keep going, you're good.
Yeah,
I just hit the wrong button.
Yeah, so what goals are, is going on, or what is, seems to be hidden from whatever is getting, allowing you to, reach those goals or take those necessary steps. This is just something that we can look at with Luna being in Gemini, squaring, Saturn. Not Saturn, Neptune. So it's just, just really looking at things and really reviewing, what needs to be done, without really being, really difficult about it. Oh, it was Pisces. So, with that, those dreams. So, how can you communicate or look at both sides, the reality and the falsehood of yourself and your dreams and your goals and your aspirations? So that now when Luna makes that trine to Neptune, you can take the harmonic growth opportunity that came first with the struggles and, I don't want to say struggles, but the lessons needed to learn or the restrictions that need to be worked through, so that now when that trine energy comes, you can benefit and reap that energies and those actions that, we did pertaining to our journey, pertaining to what level and frequency we're on to, to work whatever out in our way. And I will yield for that for Luna squaring Neptune. let's see what's the next aspect. We got Mars, Sextile, Uranus. All right. All right, we've got Mars at 14 degrees, 45 minutes Pisces, and the 8th house. And then we have Uranus at 14 degrees, 45 minutes in the 10th house in Taurus. All righty, so this is the harmonic opportunity. So, all right, so the drive is towards transformation. The goals is towards merging your higher self with your lower self, so that now in your career or any goals that you're working towards has this now unsettling change to really be what you want to be, whether it be by writing or whether that be by communications. You're looking to act on those values that you want for yourself. And you're also, seeing the values when you're looking past the mysteries for that. And so it might kind of so it could come from, maybe watching some video on TikTok or social media. It could also come from your partner saying something that, sparks something within you that you think about. Also, it could be just from, groups sharing information that you're coming into, and now you're reviewing that and, behind the scenes to yourself, really just thinking about that. And you also, or you could be looking at some, I'll say groups or authority figures who are, speaking the truth, really telling the people how it is, what the real, value is, so that people can see the value for themselves. We can, tell people things, or people can read things, or learn from other people, but it really doesn't connect until it, connects within you. So that's that Mars Uranus energy that is going on for the 8th and 10th house. So some healing's going to come, and there's probably going to be a death and rebirth process. So if you're feeling tired right now, just know that the energy could pass and you will be back, up and ready to go. Or you could be up and ready to go, about to go through a process. But it's just a death and rebirth, so that now you can really see the values and see things for what they are, how they are, and not how you want them to be. And for that, I will yield and get into my next aspect. All right, got Luna square Jupiter. All right.
You're good. Go ahead.
All right, we've got Luna in the 9th house at 28 degrees, 47 minutes Gemini. Dang, I got another 6th house? Jag, well, I know you over there laughing, cracking up, ain't you? And we got Jupiter at 28 degrees, 47 minutes Pisces in the 6th. All righty, so with this here, growth opportunity, squaring, some subconscious, anxious anxiety, as Gemini rules, the hands, feet, and nervousness. And you got Jupiter and Pisces in the 6th. So, looking at the dual side of things, right, with the moon, and, that's not with just, learning, higher learning, that's also within yourself, looking at both sides of yourself, higher self, lower self, or if you don't want to call that, the quote unquote devil in you, whatever, however you like to look at it, how can you look at the dual nature of things so that you're not one-sided? And now when it comes to the expansion or the learning of it, it's coming through, work, organization. You can maybe even meet somebody out taking your pet on a walk, or going to, get him some service, getting his fur cleaned out or trimmed down, and getting the hair, nails, and trimmed. There's just these conversations going on as the moon in Gemini, because everybody's going to, be chatty, wanting to learn, wanting to socialize, and wanting to connect. And now Jupiter is squaring, so be careful for, putting emotions or, trying to start an argument or debate, and just listen. Listen to talk, not listen to speak. Listen to actually hear them, and not just be listening while they're talking just to speak on something that you're thinking about, because you're not going to hear what they were saying. Right. And finally, I will say for this, Luna squaring Jupiter is just really looking at things for what you want. But Jupiter is going to bring this loving consciousness, this loving wisdom. But you just have to be looking past, what's limiting you, and being honest about it. What's limiting you without feeling emotional about it, so that there's a good opportunity to grow when you're presented with it. Because running away from it, you're going to have to learn a lesson again. And for that, I will yield for Luna squaring Jupiter, and Luna will go for avoided course for 2 hours and 32 minutes. So no major purchases during this 2 hour 32 minutes until from 1637 to 1905. All right, and I will get into the last aspect, and we got Luna in Cancer. Woo, yeah, right. And the fourth house. What'd you?
Yeah, and in the fourth. Yeah, I thought that was like, hey, let's talk about a way to end off all our testimonies.
We time traveling.
Oh wait, yeah, June 1st. Oh man.
Oh, really? I hit it too soon. I hit it.
Watch it.
Already hit it. And you hit it.
Oh, pardon me. Okay, let me stop. I didn't know you were there, bro. Go ahead. You do your thing. I think I just took it back to the 7th. So hit next and move it forward one move forward one moon cycle. My apologies. I wasn't sure.
You good. I did walk away. I walked away for like 2 minutes. So yeah.
No worries.
Man, what did Jade say? Don't walk away.
You're hilarious.
Okay, so that's in June when Luna enters Cancer in the 4th house. So look, so we have another 8th house ingress. Like when something's ingressing into a sign, it's happening in the 8th house. Man, this is so beautiful. I yield.
Alrighty, so yeah, we got some faux 8 energy. Luna in Cancer just posted up in the 8th house. Transform your whole mind, right? For the Wednesday, for the Mercury day. So Luna, Cancer in the 8th. This is just this is real good energy, being able to transform the home. And there's going to be communications when it comes to this home, whether it be some joint finances, it could be some inheritance coming in, or people could be looking at means of putting finances together, maybe investing more in the home business, right? Where's Mercury? I'm looking. You got Mercury right there as well, not conjuncting, but let's see, 3 degrees, and the 8th as well. So it's just some communication going on, and whether it's uncomfortable communications that would like to be had, that will be the energy, and people might be feeling the way to really look at the deeper nature of things and how they can, really connect to their ancestral roots, who they are. But that comes by, first off, knowing who you are. So then when you know who you are, you can start to backtrack. So with Luna being in Cancer and then Mercury ruling over the 8th, then in Gemini, it's just conversations, to be had. People could be, taking some trips, short little trips to go see some museums or go see some mounds or, just go see some land, get out in the land and, really just connect to nature, And, because connecting to nature is connecting to yourself, because we are all bound by a universal cord. So, just take this opportunity to get with yourself, maybe take your mom out, or, people taking their mom out. People can also be looking at, doing something with their children, just family activities, something that they know everyone can benefit and learn from for that. And with the vertex being in 8th as well, just opportunities to meet people, people can be getting clarity to why some things didn't work out, how some information, receiving clarity, information that they thought they knew, but there was a whole nother side of that now, with that information. So from someone, teaching them that. And for that, I'll yield for Luna in Cancer. Just a transform homecoming, and just having those talks, whether that be, mentally, physically, however you go about it. People just be really looking to have some talks and enjoy themselves. For that, I shall yield.
Indeed, indeed. I am so over here in the Instagram Messenger in our group. I just had to comment on that Cameron Monique headdress on that guy. It made me think of the Parkers and Dipset at the same time. Now, anyway,
and the Parkers.
Dang, mama. I'm just saying. That's just kind of how it looked. So I was like, is that a pink do-rag tied to the side? Okay, anyway, so, dang, that's cute. Anyway, I kind of just hear Countess Vaughn's voice for some reason in my head, ad-libbing certain things. I'm not saying that it's cute at all. I'm saying that that's just kind of what I heard in my head. I was just like, all right. No, I'm not knocking it. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us for our 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report. And it is time to take you guys on a fantastic voyage pertaining to what's saved on my home screen here. It is 7HealStar.com. Welcome to 7HealStar.com. Subscribe now to receive free weekly gifts, right? Well, free 7-day, interval gifts and study materials directly to your inbox, right? That's so great, right? So subscribe there, guys. All right, you guys know here at 7HealStar.com, you guys know we provide pro bono tools for those that may think, oh, well, let me see what I can do for free. Well, 7HealStar.com is the only Moorish American established website that we also do free natal chart calculations for those of you that want to see your chart on your own, if you like, before you go and book with us, even though we prefer that you book your mirror session with either myself, Brother Terrell, or Brother Corey, or get your written reports from Brother Sean. He's actually uploaded some new things. I haven't seen them yet, so we're going to debut that right now, all right, to see what's new there that Brother Sean has uploaded. Actually, what I'll do is I'll share my portion here. I'll stop my screen share. Brother Sean, I'll have you screen share to bring up the website so you can show and navigate us through what it is that you've done there, if you can. Will that be possible?
Yeah, I can.
All right, that's good. So I'll show you guys here free natal chart calculator courtesy of Astro Charts. I'm pretty sure there are international colleagues also. However, guys, you go past just putting in whatever your appellation, quote unquote, name, and the time and the date for your natal chart. You can do the end location too. You can do that, check out the chart, see what generates. Great. Go any further than that, you're no longer dealing with 7HealStar.com. You will be transacting with Astro Charts. You go any further past just creating your chart, seeing the chart, viewing it, or whatever. But that's there, as for means for those that may not, have the finances. So we do provide things both pro bono and for exchange for our time and energy. As you guys know, why do we do this? And this is more of the pro bono things that you have there. And I guess I can see as far as when it comes to products. So under our products, I guess I don't have to go so far. I can see that Brother Sean has added to the products some 1 hour. It looks like he's doing a 1 hour virtual Reiki session because Brother Sean is a Reiki healer, him and Brother Corey also. And I can see, so I guess we don't have to share with Brother Sean to do the screen share. I mean, Jupiter and Saturn return reports, he's also providing you guys. And this is what he's providing from him actually going into his actual library to provide these things. However, we are always, whenever we write reports, even when I do my reports, I cite my sources. However, when it comes to the reports, Brother Sean is spearheading that for 7HealStar. I know Brother Terrell is developing some reports. And guys, I've been writing the reports. I'm just so glad to see that my brothers are, designing what it is that they're doing. So Brother Sean here has added 6 new services that he's providing via 720 Astro Healing, because that is, you see, the umbrella is 7HealStar. But under the umbrella, you have 5 astrologers. All right, at 7HealStar, you have Brother Hassan. All righty. And what I'm providing is my main thing is, AstroLiteracy. So AstroLiteracy is me under the umbrella that's 7HealStar. You have Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. All righty. He's providing you the Jaguar Solar astrology that he does. Brother Corey Bay giving you the wellness coaching astrology under the umbrella that is 7HealStar. Brother Sean Alim L, as you can see, is providing you your mental magician reports. He's also providing you tarot card pull reports, as well as he's doing the virtual Reiki sessions, as you guys can see here. Also, the Jupiter, and he actually is a certified Reiki, healer. So don't take it for granted. Like Brother Sean has been really investing energy in his erudite studies when it comes to the healing arts. All right. So he's definitely, I'm stamping and approving that, so to speak. And then, maybe if, Brother Sean, I guess if it's normal in that session, I mean, when people be like, okay, well, let me see this and let me see that, because, we're upfront about our astrology certifications. However, this is under the umbrella of 720 Astral Healing, under the umbrella of 7HealStar. So I'm actually very happy to see this, because yes, I make sure my brothers have admin access to the website, because it's ours. All righty. And Brother Sean has added the 1 hour virtual Reiki session, the Jupiter and Saturn return report, the solar return report that he's providing you, the Tarot Oracle astrological spread, as well as he has the past, present, and future report for you also, and a heliocentric reading as well. All of that is for Brother Sean, and we will be featuring Brother Sean later on Instagram Live. All right, because remember, out of all 5 of us, the full-time astrologers are myself, Brother Terrell, and now Brother Sean. So now you guys, start getting, a little more familiar with Brother Sean and the things that he offers there also. And then he will be able to see how this journey really is when it comes to this. So it's really great to see, guys. And all of us, actually, what he's providing there as far as, the solar return reports, that is a part of our protocol. So we do that automatically anyway. However, I do not mind when my brothers take any portion of what it is that we do and you guys make it something that's essential, because all 5 of us can have solar return reports and do them differently. And I wouldn't mind that being an option for us too. So guys, this is not a competition thing under the umbrella of 7HealStar. So guys, this is how we work together. And I'm just wanting to put this out here first and foremost to say I'm very proud to see the work that Brother Sean has done, because I'm telling you, all he told me was like, yeah, man, I think I'm about to add some things to the website. All right, go ahead, man, do your thing. Yeah, man, I put these joints up last night. I didn't see it. It's my first time seeing it, guys. And so I'm really, really thoroughly excited and glad to see my brother utilizing the tools that we have here, man, to further encourage his growth. Why are we here every Wednesday?
It's 10%. Well, I guess we'll go into it on the live later. But
go ahead. Go ahead. What you want to say? Go ahead.
The service up right now are 10% off. The Jupiter and Saturn report is 15%. Because as I'm putting this all up, so it's 10% off for the 1 hour sessions, and should have been a 2 hour too. There's a 1 hour.
That's if they bring that's off of their next session. They come to you once, but off their next session, they're taking a percentage, or no? How am I comprehending?
This is just for right now, probably it's about the 1st or 2nd of the month. Just like hey, these services up 10% off, and then it'll be back to the regular price. But just for people to try it out, especially with the Reiki, like it's really great. Like honestly, really tune in later, and I will really just go over some of my personal experiences, things that I've done for other people. Like really tune in. It's really gonna be great later. I'm excited. What time are you gonna do that about? What's the prime time you say?
I think 7 at the latest would be good. 1900 hours probably at the latest. Probably could do it, even maybe before that if you like. I think 1800 would be prime. The 1800 hour would definitely be prime. However, so I just clicked on the 1 hour virtual Reiki session just to see. I wanted to see the description. Like I said, I didn't see it. And at the same time, I do my best not to, be so much of a micromanager. However, this is good to actually see, and us, strengthening our astrological community within. Peace and greetings. This 1 hour virtual Reiki healing session is geared towards healing the mental, physical, and spiritual energetic bodies. For these energy healing sessions, there is a 6 sobriety window. I highly advise no drinking. So it's supposed to be a 6-day sobriety window.
6 hour.
6 hour. Okay, so we'll edit that. No worries. I highly advise no drinking or recreational substances 3 hours before and after the session. This ensures that the energy work processes smoothly. Reiki is a Japanese healing art that was established by Macau. I'm gonna say Usui or Usui.
Usi.
Okay,
Usi.
pardon me.
Usi
Thank
Reiki.
you for the correction, and thank you for your patience. In the early 20th century, Reiki is not affiliated with any religion or religious belief system. Reiki can be used in person through touch, sent through distance. That's absent healing, right? Distance, healing from a distance is called absent healing. Via space apart, being in different locations, or distant via time, past lives, past events, and past events that have happened. Any age can receive Reiki, even babies in the womb, younger children, and the elderly. The energy work is set up to work in perfect alignment with the client's highest good in a safe and gentle way. Reiki is a very gentle yet effective method of healing emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalances. Reiki can also raise the vibration pertaining to foods, oils, crystals, and other physical items. Yeah, man, the only typographical error was ours missing. That read beautifully. Alim Elfrey, Moorish master astrologer, student in full life. I love that. All rights reserved, Zodiac, Constitution, guys. So that's just me just clicking on that because I didn't even know that was there. I knew, but I didn't see it yet because I want my brothers to be encouraged to, be themselves and have their own magnificence come to the forefront. So that's really good and really great to see. All righty. So, and lastly, let me check this solar return. I just wanted to see. Just let me click on it. Let me see. Can I get a solar return report, brother Sean? All right. Peaceful greetings. This report gives a detailed insight into what's going to unfold for the solar return, also known as our quote-unquote birthday. Details as how to what energies should be the point of focus. Let me see details as to how, as to what energies should be the point. Okay. It basically gives details. Okay, got it. And also how the conscious, subconscious, self-ambition, and how to be structured to receive the universal gifts that's in store. That sounds like unlocking your potentials there. The highlights of where your journey is currently with the natural and progressed energies, a detailed review detailed review, the H is missing right there, is fine with clarity for ultimate understanding and proper foundation building to make the most out of the solar return transit. Allow for 24 to 72 hours for the report to be delivered by email. So yeah, and you guys can always, when you contact Brother Sean to find out the details, because we are part of our protocols, make sure that we're verbally giving you full disclosure, not just what we have here on the website, but it's best that you speak with us via phone, via telephony, actually, so that we can be able to just give you further full disclosure that way. All right. Shaunaline L. Free Moorish Master Astrologer, student in full life, all rights reserved. So yeah, Constitution. So yeah, just the H there, and I'm not being critical in a way to discourage. We make sure that that's what we practice. We are, in that sense, our brother's keeper. Because I'll post something and I'll be like on the ball thinking I'm rolling, and Brother Jay be like, "Hey man, it says astrology and not astrology." I'm like, that darn E next to the R on that QWERTY keyboard. So anyway, that's how that goes, guys. So yeah, just very beautiful to just check that out and see what's there. Why do we do this every Wednesday? So this is the last thing, and then I yield the floor. We do this every Wednesday so you guys can get your hands on your personal full year 7HealStar Astro Calendar transit support for the LMOs tuition, 180 units in lieu of lawful money, where you get a full calendar from the day that you actually grab it today. You want to order it today, you'll have a calendar for 12 months from the day until today next year, as well as the corresponding reports to go with it. Also, that I'm going to be honest, that does take a lot of space and things, so it's definitely going to come in a Google Drive, because that's a lot of documentation. However, for under 50 cents a day, you'll get it. However, you must give 180 upfront one time. All righty. And we guys all know that when it comes to Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions, that's my specialty. That's what I've always started out with before even having an Instagram or any other social media outside of Facebook to share what I was doing at first for only 2 hours. It's 3 hours. As you can see, if you do basic math, it's 51 an hour. I do not do payment plans. All righty. I do not do that. I do not cater to any of those things. When certain Moorish Americans that I know are national and they are sincere, we do make our own arrangements, within our own confines of being national to make certain adjustments. However, here to the collective, the Universal Collective, 153 units in lieu of lawful money for your 3-hour session. That is a steal because the Mirror session is worth 990 units. I am not BSing you. It's worth 990. I guarantee it. And I stand by that, even when you come to get it at 153. So that means when brother Corey and brother Terrell are doing mirrors, their time is worth 990 for the mirror. So we're giving you guys an exorbitant discount. All righty. Initially, without even really advertising it, it's worth this, but we're going to knock it down and mark it down to this. No, we recognize what we're doing in uplifting fallen humanity, not fleece the people. However, at the same time, we're not going to starve and die. All righty. And we do have things that we do take care of now until certain letters and correspondences get sent out. So technically our, communication devices and websites are you all. And when you give your eleemosynary tuition in exchange, it takes care of the website, the communication devices, as well as making sure it takes care of your eleemosynary instructors, which are I, Brother Terrell, Brother Corey, Brother Sean, and Brother Benjamin. All right. That's just how that goes. And that's when you guys, arrange with either one of us those things. All righty. And guys, like we said, Brother Sean has the Mental Magician report also for 99. Pretty sure that's going to go up also. Who am I and what's my purpose, guys? I do give you guys that. However, I always make my first suggestions to do the mirror session first. So 9 times out of 10, you won't get the who am I and what's my purpose, because my protocol now for me and my standard is you must get the mirror session first. You got to look in the mirror first, because that's going to give you everything you need to be able to comprehend any other readings after that. So when it comes to you coming to 7HealStar first and you want to get your first actual reading, if you're not getting the calendar, the first thing that you should definitely get is a mirror AstroLiteracy session with either myself, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, or Brother Corey Bay. And right now, as far as actively out there in front of your face with the mirrors are me and Terrell. Brother Corey will do them upon you asking. However, who's actively like just in your face, man, mirror straight up out the back. You know what I mean? It's me and Brother Terrell. Because in order, the order goes me, Brother Terrell. Brother Terrell was the first out of the 4 brothers, and Brother Corey joined the team, joined the family, the kinship, the firm, right? And when we say firm, we're not talking about just some corporation by name. We are firm in our standing. That's what we mean, honestly.
Wow.
Right. And second, third, actually. Hold on. I'm first. You're second, Brother Terrell. Brother Corey's third. Fourth, physically, technically, is Brother Benjamin, even though Brother Sean made the proposal for what basically came out to be our certification intensive. However, physically, Brother Sean came after Brother Benjamin with that, even though he proposed the intensive that we had, which now makes all of us, according to our own free national press, the strongest weapon in our hand, according to Prophet Noble Drali sharing that universal wisdom with us. We are Moorish American certified professional astrologers, and we stand by that, and we do not diminish our ethics in any way, shape, or form. However, we do comprehend and contemplate that a lot of people are do not have certain mindsets like we have, and so they may have a little bit more of a juvenile foundation in their thought processes, which we are a little bit more patient. However, we do not move and or diminish who we are for the sake of catering to someone who is a little less knowledgeable, because we're here to make sure you grow. And yes, guys, we do know that, when it comes to audio visual, that's what we do, because we're content creators. So we have that for you too. You want that. You want us to create some content for you, whether you're other astrologers out there, your elder astrologers, our professional colleagues out there, OPA, we already know, guys, some of you guys may not be as, good at this stuff as we are. Holler at us. We'll work something out with you. We'll make an exchange with you. This is about community. All righty. So And I know, a lot of people don't really, I think we're the first, not only Moorish American, but first Astro-Civic astrology firm ever. Remember, we also are the first that ever brought you the first astrology coloring book ever that didn't exist. The first astrology coloring book didn't exist till we brought it to you guys, as well as the Astro Aura Cubes. So, and when it comes to Astrology Street, so when it comes to children's astrology, we've cornered that wholeheartedly, being Moorish American, being an honor, because we're honoring our ancient foremothers and forefathers that our days may be long upon the earth land. Is that clear? With that being said, we yield the floor, guys. You see, go to the website and click away and see what we have to offer here, right? And I will make sure that this gets posted to our 7-day. Wow, man, that means I was really busy. I didn't put the 21st up, guys. Look at that. Look what's still there. I didn't put up when me and Brother Benjamin were on. Me, you, and Brother Benjamin for the 21st to the 27th. So that's good. So I'll go and adjust the website. But you guys already know, you go here to hit the YouTube. You can always catch up on anything, because actually things should always pop up at the bottom, right? So if you guys wanted to see right there, boom, shakalakas. You want to see what was the last one that we did? Okay, there's Intuition Monday. You can see all the things that we have here, guys. And it'll pop up there on our website or whatever. It'll take you straight to our YouTube, as you can see there, right? So that was the Intuition Monday where we did the partial solar eclipse that's coming on the 30th. All righty. Partial from our view, actually. All righty, so to speak, for some people, and just partial overall, actually. Go and just read it. I don't really think we can. I'm not sure if we're viewing that, Brother Sean. Last I checked, I don't think we're viewing that. Whatever.
Yeah,
and guys, make sure you. Yeah, guys, make sure you go back and check out the Veritas presentation we did too on our last morning, because now we're doing the impromptu improvs during the mornings on Friday morning. So you go and check those things out and check out the impromptu improv with Prophet Noble, Prophet Noble Ali, AstroCivics, and more Veritas, right? Mystery Unvelations 2, right? So that's actually the third video we've ever done pertaining to Veritas. So we're kind of reading it and going in on it, guys. So you can go and enjoy that, all right? And I'm going back home here, all right? And with that, you all, I yield the floor. Any questions, comments, and/or suggestions? Did I hit all the high notes? Huh?
Love you. It's easy cut.
Let me stop.
Your face.
That's how I hit that. I got to hit it like that in the whistle. Right? Right. Anyway.
I can't whisper.
Really? You just be spitting on people? The inhale whistle is actually way more controlled than the exhale whistle. You know what I mean?
I know how to play the flute though.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
Let me find out. So now you're not only are you Brother Regulus Time Sar Muhammad Bey, you're Pied Piper Bay also.
Yeah,
that's amazing, actually. That's amazing. You're a de jure Pied Piper, right? That's why I say Pied Piper Bay.
It would have to be. Improper,
yeah. Because that means you do good when you're doing your Pied Piping. You're not, oh, we're rolling with the you're not doing that. You're not that kind of Pied Piper. You're a de jure Pied Piper, right? Exactly. Right. So with that being said, any questions, comments, and/or suggestions, going once.
Be yourself.
And donate. Right?
Read a book.
So
read a book.
Guys, read a book, guys. You see us in about less than 3 hours. I and Brother Sean are definitely going to be live. I invite my brothers also if they want to come in on it. That is too. Because guys, what's going to happen is Brother Sean is going to start going live from 720 Astro Healing at times also. But I don't mind him going live too from 7HealStar. We working together. But today we're going to interview Brother Sean. We need to get to know who is Brother Sean Alim. So we're going to interview Brother Sean Alim today on Instagram. I think Brother Sean has quite a couple of interviews today. So he's going to be taking care of an interview locally wherever he is now, and then there's going to be an interview via Instagram Live where I, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, will be interviewing Brother Sean Alim. And I invite all my brothers, actually. Brother Terrell is actually, we got to set up that next one with Brother Cujo. Because Brother Terrell has an idea of kind of this Ask a Grand Sheik idea. And we want to get our beloved brother, in whom we are well pleased, Brother Cujo Adwo L. I think in that we're going to be showing when it comes to impromptu improv, even though that's Brother Benjamin's thing, you know what I mean? That's, you know, where he does the introduction and things of that nature. I just know that, you know, there are things that we've discussed. And Brother Terrell was like, yeah, and I want to bring Brother Cujo back on and just ask some questions. And so I would like Brother Terrell to be able to do that. Brother Corey will probably be coming back too, but when Brother Corey comes back, I think he's going to be coming back as an interviewer. And I think Brother Corey is going to interview me. So when Brother Corey comes back to the internets, right, it will be him, even though he presented a couple Fridays ago with us on Impromptu Improv. I think one of the Impromptu Improv we're going to do this, one of these mornings coming up, I think Brother Corey is going to interview me and he's going to ask the tough questions. All righty. So that, you know, it'll give a means there for you guys to also get to know me a little better. Just outside of what it is that I just normally present anyway. So I would like to see how that goes. So yes, so we'll be looking forward to that. And I also want to probably be looking at some other people, some other beings. Maybe we'll start bringing on some of our professional colleagues also. Let them come in too, you know, because we are sincerely and seriously, indeed, beloved brother, go and do your thing. I know you got to do what you got to do. So we are sincerely involved with the international astrological community. Right. So with that being said, to you all, I look forward to really working with you all, especially our professional astrology colleagues out there that are international across the planet that we get to see every so-called weekend, quote unquote, every Friday, Saturday. Yeah. I mean, we're on this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think we're off though the 6th, 7th, and 8th. That next. Let me check the calendar here. Actually, let's see. What does the calendar say? Yes, we're on for the 29th, 30th, and the 1st, and then we're done. 6th, 7th, and 8th. I think we're off or whatever. But I'm going to go back and do our reviews. So that is what it is. And you guys see, I have a lot of editing to do, and I need to make sure that this cycle's AstroWeather report is uploaded on the website, even though I know YouTube makes sure everything's there. So it is what it is. So with that being said, any questions, comments, and or suggestions? One more time, Brother Jag, what you tell them?
Be yourself, people. Yes.
And donate. All right. So with that, you all, we yield the floor. We like to say namaste to you all. Islam.
Peace and love. It's love.